Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, KENESHAJTV. If you are new here, my name is Kenesha. I am an international flight attendant based in Ontario, Canada, specifically Toronto. On my channel, I basically share my travels with my subscribers, and I take you along with me on my layovers. If you stop by, it's because you're interested in becoming a flight attendant, or the industry intrigues you, or you're just bored and you're on YouTube and I came across your feed. Either way, I'm going to be sharing with you these 10 things I wish I knew before becoming a flight attendant. Well, some of them I had an idea, but some I didn't. And I feel like you should know it before you get into the industry. Let's get right into it. So the number one thing is support system. You need a very good support system when you're getting into the flight attendant industry. And I say that because this job takes you away, take you away from home. If you are a parent or guardian, or if you have responsibilities where you care for someone, it's going to be challenging if you don't have a good support system, maybe babysitter or family or close friends to help when you're not physically there. You also will need the support when you're going through training. I'll touch on training a little bit later, but you're gonna need the support system when it comes to training. And also, you're gonna be away a lot, important dates and events and all of that good stuff. So it's important that you have positive people around you that are there for you while you are in the industry. And in general, you need those positive people and supportive people in your life. But I'm just telling you that when you're getting into it, especially if you have young children, because that was my situation, you'll need the support. I had my mom, I had my spouse, I had some relatives that were there to help when I was physically not able to be there with my children. So that's what I mean by support system. The second thing, your resume. Your resume needs to be up to date before you apply for the position. If your resume is not up to date, makes no sense you apply. Your resume, and I did touch on this in another video, your resume needs to really reflect your customer service experience, that you've dealt with the public, that you enjoy dealing with the public. Definitely needs to show that you have experience working in customer service. You do not need to go to flight attendant school, take any flight attendant course. You can just apply to the airline and then they will train you. Actually, it's paid training, okay? But your resume needs to be very attractive. It needs to be up to date, and that's what they're looking for, customer service. That being said, the third thing would be that you are open-minded when it comes to applying, or when it comes to getting into the industry. You may not necessarily get to work for the airline that you want, but you might be able to start maybe with a regional airline, and you'll be able to get into the airline that you really want to work for. That was my situation. I'm not saying that that's going to be your situation, but I'm just saying to have an open mind and apply to more than one airline. I applied to like 3 different airlines when I was trying to get into the industry, okay? I applied to WestJet, I applied to Transat, and I applied to the airline that I currently work for. So you just have to have an open mind. I didn't get the one that I work for right away, but I got their regional side of it, okay? So have an open mind, and eventually you'll get to where you want to get. Fourth thing is training. Training is no joke. Training is intense, and if anyone tells you that training is not difficult or challenging, I don't know, they must be made from a different breed. But training is very intense. It's a lot of information coming to you, and especially if you've never worked in the industry before, it's all new. It's like you have no idea. But with that being said, that was a situation for me. I had no idea, but I was able to do it, and so can you. I was like one of the older ones in the training. because I've only been flying since 2015, 2016. So, you know, I'm in my 40s. We had younger flight attendants in the training, but age has nothing to do with it. As long as you're capable to physically do the job, you know, mentally, all of that stuff, you're good to go. So don't let anyone stop you or discourage you when it comes to if you are older. Why am I doing this? Anyway, training, you need to be very dedicated and disciplined and get rid of all the distractions. For me, I'm always on social media. I was not when I was in training. No Facebook, no Instagram. I totally was focused and dedicated, and I just, blinders were on, because I realized day one how serious the training was, and I'm like, no, you don't want to like make it to the second week and then by the third week you're let go because you fail an exam, or you know, twice or whatever. So you need to be very, very disciplined, focused, and dedicated, and for sure you will be successful. Okay, but I'm not gonna lie to you, the training is intense, but you can do it. I believe in you. Number 5, reserve. I had no idea what reserve was before I got into the industry, and I wish I knew what to expect. I mean, they do explain it to you when you are in training, but I mean, to actually experience it is kind of like strange, but it's fine. It typically happens, for those of you that don't know what reserve is at all, is when after your training is successful, you go online, so you become a flight attendant now officially. However, you are on reserve. You may be on reserve. I shouldn't say you are, because you may or may not, but typically you are on reserve. And what reserve means is when your days off are, okay, you have to bid for your days off, but you get your days off. So your days off are your days off, but your reserve days, those days the company can use you. And when I say use you, they can use you to fly 1 day, 2 day, or 3 days in a row, 3, 4, 5 days for the maximum amount of reserve days your schedule. So for example, let's say your schedule days off are the 1st and the 2nd, but then you have reserve from the 3rd to the 7th. So from the 3rd to the 7th, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. So you have 5 days. So they can use you on the 3rd for just a turn, so you go somewhere, you come back, or they can use you 3rd, 4th, so you can do an overnight. But you won't know until the day before. Okay, so that's where it becomes challenging, because you can't really plan anything, because if you do, they may call you and you have to report to work. Typically when you are on reserve for my airline, I believe it's 2 hours, they give you 2 hours. They can call you within 2 hours to report to work. So you're at the grocery store doing some groceries, nonchalant, crew scheduling. Yes, we need you to be but you're at the grocery store. It's gonna take you 30 minutes to get home, you know, or an hour to get home, I don't know. But then you only have an hour to get to work, and you have to be at work. I'm not saying that reserve is all bad, because it's not. When I was on reserve, I got some really nice pairings, like pairings to Europe, pairings to like really nice destinations. Okay, so there is a benefit to it as well, where, and I know a lot of flight attendants, they've gone to Dubai, they've gone to like Italy, they've gone to like Ireland, they've got like really nice destinations on reserve. I mean, imagine you just start 1 month in, you're done your training, and you've gone to like several different places where someone like me that's been in this industry for years haven't gone. It happens all the time. So reserve is not always a bad thing. You just have to have an open mind and expect the unexpected. Unpredictable. Aviation is unpredictable. You're working in an aircraft, you're working in a metal tube. You know, things can happen before you even take off where you're unable to do your flight. So you can have a mechanical issue. You know, you show up to work on time, you're at the gate, maybe even the passengers have boarded on the plane. And then, the pilots, they do their thing and they realize, oh no, this plane ain't going anywhere because there is a mechanical issue that's prohibiting it from leaving. Okay? So it's unpredictable. You may be flying in the winter and, you're on a 2-day pairing and you're scheduled to go home and you're not going home because there's a snowstorm in Fredericton and you're stuck. You may be on the tarmac about to take off and all of a sudden thunderstorm. Ground personnel cannot work out on the tarmac when it's thunder, right? So there's a lot of things that can happen. A medical, it's just how the industry is. You cannot predict that you're going to have a perfect flight. It doesn't always work that way. Thank God when it does. But I've been on flights where we've had medical, we've had mechanical issue, we've had cabin crew getting sick, all type of things, and it interrupts the operation of the industry or the operation of the business. So, that being said, it's glamorous. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything, but you have to have an open mind and understand that things happen. The other day we had the outage with Rogers. That was crazy, where we didn't have any service for how many hours. It was just so strange. And it affected, well, every industry, every job, we couldn't use our bank cards. Like, yes, so that's a regular thing with the aviation industry. Sometimes planes are late coming in. It affects you. You go over schedule, so you're unable to do your flight. They have to release you, and that's a different story. But just have an open mind. Things happen, it's out of your control, but you still need to maintain a positive attitude and just go with the flow. That's what I'm gonna say about that one. Number 7 is, to be honest with you guys, when you first get into the industry, you're going to most likely miss important dates or holidays, okay? Because this job is also based upon seniority. So the longer you're there, the better your schedule is, right? So you may miss Christmas, New Year's, May 2-4, even birthdays, weddings, and I've missed them all. And it's difficult because we're so used to just, going to a party if we're invited to it, like it's not like that. Unfortunately, when you start working and you're on reserve, the likelihood of you getting New Year's off, Christmas off, May 2-4, all of those different holidays, most likely you will not get them off at first. But like I said, it does get better. Your schedule gets better and you're able to bid for what you want and get it eventually, okay? It takes time, but it's definitely going to happen. But at first, you're gonna miss birthdays. What I would do is I would just celebrate specifically for my kids, celebrate when I get back or maybe celebrate a couple days before the birthday, or celebrate the anniversary or whatever it is. We make it work. And so you have to have an open mind. I keep talking about open mind, but that's the reality of it. You gotta have to have an open mind or else this is not the industry for you. But it does get better. Number 8 is you spend a lot of time alone, okay? Now, it depends on the type of person you are. And I say that because I don't mind it. Here's why. If you're a parent, you understand, you know what's up, you know what's good. I have 3 kids, okay? I have 3 kids, and believe you me, when I'm home, I'm like busy, okay? I am busy. They keep me busy. So going on a layover and going to dinner alone or going to breakfast alone or just exploring alone, I'm totally okay with that. I've come across flight attendants that are not. They find that the job, it's very lonely, and I get it because you're by yourself. Because most of the time, to be honest with you, the crew, they want to do their own thing. It could be that they've been to this destination so many times they're over it, okay? It could be that they just want to rest, you know, maybe they were just really tired or whatever. Or it could just be a personality thing where, no, I just want to be by myself. So just keep in mind that, you know, the job is amazing. You get to see the world, but most of the time you're going to be by yourself, and you have to be okay with that, or else this is not the job for you. Mind you, there are times when the crew is lit and it's like, yeah, we may land late, whatever, but you know, we go and hang out together, or we hang out in each other's room, you know, and it's a good time. But it's not to, I'm just keeping it real with you guys, that is not always the case. Most of the times you will be by yourself, and I can see why some people feel lonely. For me, I'm good. It's my time, it's me time, it's mommy time, it's Kenesha time. I can take a 30-minute shower without nobody knocking on the door. Mom, do you know where my polka dot socks are? Mom, can you make me a peanut butter sandwich? Like, you know, like, it's all good. I can do a facial. I could, what? Say what? I love it. But, you know, we're all different, and I just want to let you guys know that that's just how it is. Don't expect the crew to always want to hang out with you on your layover. The majority of the time, everyone just wants to kind of like do their own thing, okay? And there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just letting you guys know. All right, so I have to end this off, like, for the last two things, it's gonna be definitely like positive. Not to say that the previous things weren't positive, I'm just keeping it real with you guys. But number 9, the passengers. The passengers, the passengers, the passengers. And this job, you have to be a people person. You have to like people. You have to like people from different background, different race, you know, different cultures. Like, you have to be open-minded. The people are the reason why I love the job. Yes, I get to travel the world, whatever, but I'm telling you, the passengers, I love my passengers. I show up to work with a positive attitude, and I believe what you give is what you're gonna get back majority of the time. And even if it's not, you're not getting back what you give, you can still turn it around because you don't have to react, okay? But I just love meeting people from all over the world, having those galley talks with the passengers. They're telling me, you know, the reason why they're traveling. Sometimes it's a sad reason, sometimes it's a happy reason. The other day I had a lady on my flight. She hadn't seen her sister in 35 years. She was traveling to surprise her sister. That, I don't know why, but I got a little bit emotional, and I was like, oh my goodness, like, I'm bringing you, I'm your flight attendant, I'm bringing you to go see your sister, and I'm a part of that, you know. I'm a part of you doing this major thing. That to me is rewarding. It's not about sitting on the beach or going to all these glamorous places. No, this is the reason why I like the job, because it's like real people, you know, having real experiences, you know, going through things, experiencing things, and we are bringing them to their destination. Yeah, so you're gonna meet people from all over the world that are just, you know, going from point A to point B, but it's because of major reasons, and you are a part of that. And to me, it's very, very rewarding. So that's a part of it, and it's kind of like, I included it on the list because I believe in whatever you're doing as a job or as a career, it should be something where you're giving back, you know what I mean? That's just how I was raised. I was raised to like do things that's going to give back to society, that's going to help people out. So I know I'm being paid to be a flight attendant, but I'm glad that my job, I'm able to be a part of major things for people. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense. My words are probably like kind of off, but the job, I would say number 9, the job is very, very rewarding because of the passengers. So that's basically what I'm trying to say. It's very, very rewarding, and it's a beautiful feeling when you see, for example, maybe you know, someone going to reunite with their family member, or someone going to a wedding, or even if they're going to a funeral, or if they're going home, you know, maybe they have loved one is home and they're not well, and they're going home to, you know, say goodbye, so to speak. It's still, to me, it's still a beautiful thing, and it's very rewarding to be a part of that. Guys, last but not least, number 10, the job is amazing. It's demanding, rewarding, exciting, unpredictable, but to be honest with you, the good outweigh the bad, and to be able to see the world for free, it's a beautiful thing. And I'm going to share with you guys, I've been in the industry since 2015, and I've been to I'm not going to say many, I've been to a few countries. I've explored Canada, the USA, and I've gone internationally. But the other day when I was in Paris, I had that aha moment. You know how Oprah talks about the aha moment? And the aha moment I'm referring to is when I realized how blessed I am to be a flight attendant. I was in Paris, standing in front of the Eiffel Tower, and I had that moment where I was just like, I have the best job in the world. Is this real? Pinch me now. Okay? Now, I've watched movies with Paris in it and all this type of stuff, and you know, it was just so surreal to me that I was literally standing in front of the Eiffel Tower. It wasn't a movie, it was the real deal. And I had the moment, it was a bit emotional, but also like, oh, okay, wow, I'm a flight attendant. It's hard to explain. You're gonna have those moments when you become a flight attendant and you're in Dubai, you're in Paris, you're in whichever country you dream of going, and you're there, and you're looking, maybe you're looking through your window, you know, you have a beautiful view or something, or maybe you're on a beach, or maybe you know, you're interacting with the locals, and you're just having that moment where you're like, this is my job. I'm really here, pinch me now. Yes, the job is beautiful, glamorous, all of the above, challenging, but I didn't know that the job, you know, it would bring me so much reward, and not just like the fact that I can travel, but the feeling of I have the best job in the world. One of the best jobs in the world, and I'm being paid to do it. I'm being paid to do it. Anyways, guys, those are some of the things that I felt that I wanted to share with you. My top 10 things I wish I knew before getting into the industry. It may not be your typical top 10 if you compare it to other flight attendants, but this is what came to mind. There's so much more that I will be sharing with you guys for sure. I hope this kind of give you a sense of what to expect before getting into the industry. Before I got into the industry, what to expect. I mean, you watch the videos and you have an idea, but not until you actually experience it. And so far, it's been an amazing experience. I've been in the industry for a few years now, and I wouldn't trade it for anything. I'm grateful for the opportunity to be a part of it, and I wish you all the best. If this is what you want to do, honestly, just be dedicated, disciplined, put in the work, and it will definitely get better and definitely be worth it in the end. And you'll be living your best life in Europe, Asia, wherever it is you want to be. The job will allow you that. guys, this is pretty much what I have to say for now with regards to the 10 things I wish I knew. I hope this was helpful. It was useful. To you, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. Some of you actually have asked me questions, and I did touch on some of the questions you asked me in this video. It's not all coming from me. It's actually coming from some of my subscribers that reach out to me and ask me a few questions, and I'm like, you know what, let me turn this into a video. And so here, this is it. There is more to come. I'm going to be sharing more with you guys. It's just a crazy time right now. We're in the month of October, and it's just crazy busy. There's a lot going on, but definitely more to come. I'm over 500 subscribers. That video is also coming, guys. I'm so sorry. Here I am again, acting as if I have millions of subscribers. I don't yet, but my kids, they keep me busy. They keep me busy, and I have a lot going on, but definitely that video is coming. I'm so happy. The channel is growing, and a lot of you guys have reached out to me on my other social media and asked me questions about flying and getting into the industry. Some of you are about to start training. Some of you got your base. Some of you are hired. Like, some of you are working for the same company that I work for, and I'm so happy. I'm so excited for you guys, because I truly believe that this is one of the best careers in the world. And I hope those of you that work for the same company that I work for, I hope that we get to fly together, because that would be awesome. I did have the opportunity of flying with 3 subscribers like within the last few months, and it's like, it's so cute, because I don't know, they're like, oh my god, I watch your YouTube channel, da, 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 da. And I'm just like, I'm just me. I'm just like, yeah, let's do this, you know. I'm just down to earth. This is just who I am. But it's so nice, and I'm so glad that the channel is helping, and that's the whole point. That's the whole idea. And like I said in a couple vlogs, when it becomes not fun, if it ever becomes to a point where it's not fun, then I'm just gonna stop. But right now it's so fun to do, and I enjoy doing it. I enjoy helping. I enjoy sharing. And please guys, if you have an idea of a video, don't be shy. You can DM me, or you can just put it in the comment section, and I'll see what I can do with regards to doing the video. Thank you again so much for your support and for your love. I really appreciate it, and I'm excited for the future of this channel. Let's grow together, and I'll see you on the next one. Kenesha out.